We talk a lot about real estate and the surrounding industry here on CP24 Breakfast, and there are some new rules we want to talk about this morning that will allow first-time home buyers buying newly built housing that will allow them to get mortgages with a 30-year amortization period, up from 25. So for a look at what kind of impact that could have on the pocketbooks and the overall real estate market, we're joined by Victor Tran from rates.ca. He's a mortgage and real estate expert. Victor, good to talk to you this morning. How much of a change does amortizing your mortgage over 30 rather than 25 years really make for first-time home buyers?
Well, it really depends on the individual circumstances. Borrowing power will increase roughly between 3 to 5%. Monthly payment, of course, will drop a little bit as well, too, roughly around 5%. It really depends on the nature of the transaction. I don't think it's going to help that much. Again, newly built homes, most of them actually are over $1 million, especially in Ontario. And you can't insure a mortgage that's over $1 million purchase price. Minimum requirement is 20% down. So it's not going to impact the market that much. It's very niche. Some people in the country will be able to take advantage of it. But for urban centers like Vancouver and Toronto, again, most new builds are over $1 million, and they do require a minimum of 20% down. So you can't be insured anyways.
Right. So then this really sort of, do you see this as going to be having much of an impact overall on the market, then particularly in markets like the GTHA, Victor?
Not so much in urban centers like the GTA or even GVA. Outside of the major urban centers, sure. I mean, if the newly built home is under $1 million and a builder is willing to take less than 20% of a deposit, then sure, some of those home buyers will be able to take advantage of the situation. Yes, payments will be a little bit lower with the 30-year amortization. Affordability will improve as well, too. But home buyers should also keep in mind of the additional interest costs in getting an amortization over 25 years. CMHC and the other mortgage insurers will charge an insurance premium or basically a higher percentage to get the 30-year amortization. These rules come into effect on August 1st, and the premium, or the additional premium rather, will be 20 basis points to get a 30-year amortization. So that's 0.2% extra that a homeowner will have to pay in order to get that extended amortization.
So, Victor, here we are 2 weeks away from this new regulation kicking in. Are you getting many calls about this? Is this changing what you're hearing and seeing on the ground?
Personally, not myself, not a whole lot. I mean, a lot of my clients are within Toronto or within the GTA. Purchase prices or even home values are over $1 million. And again, minimum required is 20% down. So, it doesn't apply to those customers there. So
what could help people in this market then, Victor? Whether it's help either buyers or sellers, what could really change things in the market? Is it waiting for the central bank to bring more, the key lending rate down? What's the biggest thing that could change and could help?
Sure. I mean, the rates could continue to come down. It may help. June 5th, Bank of Canada dropped the rate by 0.25%. Our next announcement is next Wednesday, July 24th. Looks like it may hold tight. But even with the first drop in June 5th, it didn't really move the market that much. It's going to take a lot more with these elevated house prices. I mean, rates will probably have to come down at least a 4% to see a little bit more affordability there.
Okay, Victor Tran, appreciate your perspective this morning. That is Victor Tran from rates.ca. He's a mortgage and real estate expert. Good, thanks for the time. Appreciate this.
Thanks for having me.